comes off the racetrack, an apparent flat right front tire. Green flag goes in the air as they pass through the Geico restart zone and head to turn number 1.
Here comes Caden Honeycutt into turn number 1, bottom of the inside row. He will show the way thanks to a pretty healthy push from behind by Christian Eckes. Eckes pushing him for a long time, and it's really paying off.
2-truck breakaway in those two. Caden Honeycutt, Christian Eckes. Now they're quickly going to be gobbled up now as here comes the pack. Outside line now led by Eckes. Crossover move for him. Christian Eckes to the lead on the end of the backstretch.
Christian Eckes solidifies the top spot as he comes into turn 3. Right behind him is Nick Sanchez on a 2-truck breakaway still. They are side by side for that third spot. Down on the low side, it is Caden Honeycutt. To his right elbow is Grant Enfinger as the field makes the way off turn 4.
And again, Grant Enfinger has been inside the top 5 all afternoon long. Right now he lines up right behind Christian Eckes. Out front, Nick Sanchez, Caden Honeycutt occupying that inside lane. Back to 1.
Not much question that start to finish, at least to this point. Grant Enfinger has been consistently the fastest truck, but that doesn't always pay off here at Talladega. He's third in the outside line, following Sanchez and Eckes.
Nick Sanchez, after being damaged in a crash earlier, to the top of the leaderboard, and he is leading the outside lane. He's got Eckes right behind him. Enfinger's there. Trucks begin to dance back and forth as they race to 3.
Nick Sanchez showing some pretty good speed in the lead. Christian Eckes filling his mirrors in that second spot. Here comes Taylor Gray around the mid groove on that second outside lane. He's got a bit of a charge going. He's trying to get to the tailgate of Grant Enfinger,
who just pulled up, and he saw that big head of steam coming from that second line. Enfinger goes to the now point of the second line. He'll pull even for second with Christian Eckes. Meanwhile, blocking all lanes up front is Nick Sanchez.
Sanchez trying to hold them all off. He's going to have to make a decision. He's going to slide up across the nose of Grant Enfinger. Enfinger gives him a little kick in the tailgate, drops to the bottom, and a move that's immediately blocked by Sanchez.
Nick Sanchez throwing aggressively blocking, that is, coming out of turn number 2. Right now he'll stand pat on the inside, but here comes Enfinger. He'll change lanes, flush to the outside. Enfinger now leads the top lane.
Here he comes.
Oh, Sanchez gets turned onto the apron. He'll spin to the bottom of the racetrack in turn number 3 as everybody now will slide past him. Enfinger, or make that others collecting now in the middle of turns 3 and 4.
Boy, one truck being collected, a couple of trucks getting together. Dan Hubbard, you may have a better view of this than what we do. This happened after the caution flag came out, and it does so with 14 laps remaining. It started first with Nick Sanchez, but it didn't end there, Dan.
Mason Maggio also collected some of that. He's able to continue. We do have one truck in the inside of turn 4. I cannot get a number on it, but he has come to a rest. We're looking for the window net to come down. Safety teams are already on the scene.
While they tend to that driver, let's go to the Infield Care Center and Dylan Welch.
And Jake Garcia has also been released from the Infield Care Center. Looked like you just maybe got a bad push into turn 1. Is that what it felt like for you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, green flag pit stops like that, everyone's trying to blend out and up towards the front. And so I was leading the top lane there, it seemed like. And, you know, just a push gone wrong because the intensity level was so high. But just want to thank everybody, all my guys, Quanta Services, Duke and Honda Thorson. I want to thank God for keeping me safe out there, and just really fortunate to have this opportunity. But you know, I think we did a good job. I certainly learned a lot. This was like my first full super speedway race, so definitely learned a lot, and I'm excited to close the year out strong.
Yeah, he was fast today for sure. Bummer ending for Jake Garcia.
Right now they are scrambling in the champion container pit area for Daniel Dye, who also got a piece of that. We'll follow up there in a moment as we go back to the Care Center. Dylan?
Let's catch up with Connor Zilich, who was involved in that accident a couple yellows ago. So what was your take on what happened there? How'd you get collected in that?
Yeah, I don't know. It was all a blur, really. It all happened really fast, and I throttled up because I thought I was going to be clear high, and then I think the 13 and the 38 flew back up across the track, and big impacts, but I'm all good, and, you know, hurt feelings, but I feel okay, so that's the most important thing.
What did you think of this super speedway deal?
Yeah, it was fun. I learned a lot. I mean, it's tough. These guys, they push hard, and they're aggressive, and that's part of it. So it was good to get that experience in before I show up to Daytona next year in the Xfinity car. I'm just glad that I was able to get this race in and kind of experience it all before next year.
Connor Zilich done for the day, but out of the Infield Care Center.
That's great news for Connor Zilich and his fans, as Nick Sanchez, for the second time today, spins while running inside the top 2 positions. This time got a little bit more on the damage side of things, trying to make the most out of his day. He currently is now 8th of 8th on the playoff standings, 19 points out.